Hey everyone, BV2OneBest here, and today, after the Eater Worlds Prestige Mode concept video, I'm doing a Spire of Stars Prestige Mode concept video, and this will include what I think mechanic changes for Prestige Mode Spire of Stars should be, and the challenge modes. And as a side note, I built the challenge modes to be only done on Prestige Mode because of the mechanics that I added to Spire of Stars. So they just wouldn't be possible on regular mode. And without further ado, let's begin Spire of Stars Prestige Mode the way Bungie's not doing it. Alright, so the first encounter that I would make for Spire of Stars Prestige Mode would be that in the Statue Garden encounter where you throw the balls to each other and then you throw it at the middle, the plates will first of all go down faster. Not too faster, but a little faster. And more enemies will spawn, minus Incendiors, because there's enough of those already. Now, to complete the encounter, you need to throw the ball at the middle 5 times instead of 3. This is a big change, because it's more standing on a plate and throwing a ball. But I feel like this would be a worthy change, just because you get to play like volleyball with your friends more. I don't know, it's a fun encounter. And for the challenge mode, instead of throwing it at the middle, there will be 5 secret ball targets where you won't know where they are. You'll have to find them, and they will be randomly placed around the arena. So you actually have to find them and then throw them at them. Now, you cannot hit one target more than once. So you throw the ball at the first secret target you find, and then you try to throw the second ball at the first target. Nope, it's gonna bounce. You either throw it at the middle or throw it at a different target. You need to hit all 5 secret targets to get your challenge mode rewards. And also, you will have to not throw it at the middle once. So let's just say you hit 4 secret targets, but then, I don't know, someone threw it at the middle, maybe just once, because he couldn't find the target. Then challenge mode is not complete, but it's okay, because it's kind of a small encounter. Also, challenge mode is that you have to hit the targets. These targets, there will be 5 of them, randomly placed. I already said that. I'm just gonna keep going. Alright. For the spinning fans jumping puzzle, there will be more enemies spawning on the fan blades. Well, not more enemies. Well, there will be enemies. There will be a couple legionaries, couple scions, the occasional centurion. Nothing is going to be making this encounter stupidly hard because of enemies. This encounter will be simply changing to spice it up, because it gets a little boring sometimes. Next, for Celestial Observatory Phase 1. For each phase, instead of blowing one ship up and arming one weapon and scouting out which 2 ships to destroy, double it. It's just like Ka-Or Phase 2 on regular mode. You would need to destroy 2 ships, arm 2 weapons, scout out 2 ships, and just play it out regularly. And I think this is a worthy change. You can send 2 people to space. All the good stuff. More enemies. Nothing too much. But I think it'll do. And lastly, for Val Ka-Or Celestial Observatory Phase 2, before you start doing damage to Ka-Or, he will actually fire those death missiles from damage phase, occasionally. So let's just say you're killing enemies and you hear the beep beep, and you look in the air and you see these things flying at your face. Shoot them out of the air. It can't be that hard. Now, for every phase, all 3 weapons need to be armed. So you don't need to scout ships. You can just, arm all 3 weapons. Which is fantastic, by the way. And that's amazing, I would say, because it makes things easier. But next, 6 ships need to be destroyed instead of 2 per damage phase. And the caveat here, well, it's not even a caveat, it's more like a boon, is that 4 people will be superior retainer instead of 3. This is to make things have more flow, if you know what I'm saying. So what's going to happen is 4 people on plates, 2 of those people will be superior retainer. And the first 2 people will greed the ball, go to space, blow up the first 2 ships. Next 2 balls will spawn, and the 2 people that were on plates will greed those balls and go to space, and the people who were previously in space will stand on the plates, as to not let people die of greed while they're in space and just drop the ball off the face of the earth, because dying of greed is a little annoying. And I think the 6 orbs needing to be thrown at the ships while also having 4 people superior is a good fair trade for the amount of blowing up you have to do on these Red Legion ships. Next is 6 orbs need to be thrown at Calus's hand. Now, what Kaor will do is he will throw 3 balls at a time. 1 to the middle, and the other 2 will be on a left side plate or a right side plate. So let's just say the first ball's in the middle, second ball's on plate 1, and third ball's on plate 3. 3 people will pick them up, greed them, and stand around with the balls. Maybe throw it on the ground, throw it at an enemy, punch people because it suppresses. Hey, what are you gonna do? But very briefly after, the next 3 balls will spawn, and the next 3 people will pick them up, quickly greed them, because at about this time, Calus will put his hand up. And the amount of time between the balls are going to be very short, and because you need to have all 6 land, and they all needed to be greeted, and Calus's hand will go up a little faster, because if all the balls are not thrown, and you run out of time because you couldn't greet the ball, that is a problem. And I think his hand going up a little faster and having the balls come out a little faster will just make things easier. Not to mention, the challenge mode also has to do with balls. So, during this encounter, all 6 people throw their balls at Calus's hand, and Calus does the thing, and Kaor goes oof, and you start doing damage. 2 balls will spawn on the greed plates, so they're already greeded up, and the Spire will form on its own. So those 4 people that were superior retainer are still superior retainer. So what they're gonna do is 2 of them are gonna pick up those balls, and they can either throw them at Kaor or do the challenge mode. And the challenge mode is taking those 2 balls that are already greeded up, hop into the Spire, and throw them at some ships. There will be 2 ships waiting there. Those 2 people with superior who are going to go to space, throw them at the ships. So for a brief time, you are losing 2 people's worth of damage at the cost of challenge mode, which I think is good. Also, the damage on these balls for Kaor should probably be sublime, but nothing too large like the ball's 0.4 second kill that professional PvE players did. That was insane, by the way. So basically what's gonna happen is okay. So basically what's gonna happen here is, let's talk the order of encounters real quick. First, start the encounter. If the Red Legion had but one throat, I would slit it. Ha 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 ha. Kaor does a slam. You kill enemies, he gets constipated, throw the ball to each other, throw it at Kaor. Then you don't need to scout, so you just automatically arm all 3 weapons, and then you do that switch off strat where 2 people go to space, 2 people on plates, and then the next 2 people go to space, and the next people, and those previous 2 people will stand on the plates. We'll go blow up all 6 ships, and then after that, some more ad killing, and then 3 balls will spawn. First 3 people greet them up, go to the back, and then the next 3 balls will spawn. Those 3 people will go to the back after greeting them up. Calus will put his hand up, all 6 people will throw the balls at Calus, and start damage. 2 balls will spawn, and after that, throw them at Kaor for some damage, or superior people can go into space and blow 2 ships up, and lather, rinse, and repeat. Now, Spire of Stars is a very complete raid encounter. It's incredibly good, it's incredibly fun, and it feels very full, considering how long it is. But making these changes actually took some creativity, a little much. And the challenge modes where you have to go into space, I think is probably my favorite, because you have to go to space again during damage and throw balls. That's always fun though. Now, completing the challenge mode will get you 1 extra chest, 1 armor piece, 1 weapon. Woo. Another chance at the emote, I guess. Another chance at the ghost, I guess. Another chance at some random exotic that you want. Oh well. But completing this challenge mode and just making these ideas for this Spire of Stars prestige mode was actually really difficult, because Spire of Stars is built to be the way it is. So making the changes that I did actually took a lot of thinking. So with that, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, a comment, or even subscribe. And if you enjoyed the video, share it with some friends. And if you didn't enjoy the video, go on, put it in the comment section, tell me why you didn't like it, what I can improve on for next time. And with all that said, Spire of Stars Prestige Mode concept comes out tomorrow, so it's obviously not happening. But I'll see you guys later.